Hello, Pikachu. Pikachu is a noun. And this is what he has to say. He says that only nouns can be cuddly. Is that true? Do you think that? In this session, we're going to be looking at nouns, and I'm going to be making lots of different statements, and I'm encouraging you to agree or disagree with me, because it's in the conversation where the session really unfolds. This is the second best thing to having a face-to-face session, but where I ask you a question, I just really want you to think about it, and you can pause the video or the PowerPoint on the left bottom of the screen. So he says only nouns can be cuddly, and some people say, well, no, you can have soft. Soft is cuddly, but soft is not a noun. Soft is an adjective. So soft in itself is not cuddly. Only nouns can be cuddly. Now, a chair is not cuddly, and a chair is a noun. But okay, I'm not saying that every single noun is cuddly. But if something is to be cuddly, it has to be a noun. Okay, you can't have a cuddly verb or a cuddly adverb or pronoun. Usually it has to be a noun. Pikachu also says that only nouns can tell stories. Only nouns can tell stories. Okay, well, that's true. If anybody says a story, they have to be a noun. It would have to be a person or a computer or a screen. That would be a noun. And this is what this session is about, the noun. Now, it's really important that we get this. We present that to children, because where are they likely to encounter that N between brackets? Not many people use dictionaries these days, but usually in a dictionary, that's what will appear. So playing with nouns and using the 5 senses. Now, the sciences, when children are learning about the 5 senses, that's such a great opportunity to talk to them about noun, because anything that our senses experience comes through nouns, okay? Active listening, a new vision, a taste for words, the scent of nouns, a touch of grammar. What nouns can you see below? And look around you. How many other nouns can you see? I mean, look around the table where you are now and mention every single noun that you see. It might be a pencil, a mug. What if I asked you to tell me how many nouns you have in your pocket? So you would look in your pocket and you would count every noun you have in your pocket. What if I said, how many nouns have you got in your head? So you would count everything in your head. Some people would count, a pimple or the bits in the face that count as objects in your head or on your head. Everything you see is a noun, absolutely everything. And it's really important that we get children to play with that. How many nouns can you see? I mean, when you got up this morning, what was the first noun that you saw? What was the first noun that you ate today? The first noun you drank? Okay? Everything is a noun. So basically what we're doing is replacing the word thing with the word noun. So don't use the word thing anymore. When you're teaching, use the word noun. Now, what nouns can you hear? I'm going to play some nouns, and this is magic because when you hear a noun inside your mind, you also see it. You can't help it. What noun is that? El trueno. In Spanish is el trueno. What about this noun? El pájaro. El pájaro. El pájaro. What about that noun? It's a wonderful noun. El violín. La música. El violín. El trueno, el pájaro, el violín. That's little Nigel Kennedy playing. So you can play this game with children. You can have mystery nouns that they hear, and then they tell you what the noun is. Okay, there we are. They're nouns. You can see the little N there. It's very important that children see that, and they relate that to the word noun. Now you're going to listen to a noun here, and I want you to tell me, as soon as you hear it, what noun is it? You need to hear all of it, but as soon as you know what it is, you just say it out loud. What a strange noun that was. Okay, would you like to see it? Here it is. It's the lyrebird. This is an Australian bird, and its peculiarity is that it will copy anything it hears. So it's usually copying car alarms, and it will copy absolutely any sound. It's an amazing bird. You can look it up on YouTube. It's a wonderful noun. So rather than say it's a wonderful bird, I say it's a most wonderful noun. But children need to hear you say the word noun in relation to the real experience that you're having with them. What nouns can you taste? Now, if you have a lemon, okay, and you squeeze it, you can almost taste that noun. Your tongue can remember the taste of so many different nouns. The sweetness of the orange, the saltiness of crisps. Un limón, una naranja, patatas fritas. What nouns have you never tasted? I'm sure there are lots of nouns we've never tasted. Here are some of them, for instance. Some children may never have tasted some of these nouns. You could say, I'm going to bring an amazing noun tomorrow we're going to taste, because nobody has ever eaten this noun. You're going to be the first to eat it in England, in this classroom. What about the nouns you can smell? Queso. El queso. Un pescado. That one doesn't smell very good because it's been on the floor for a while now. It's not nice. Un pescado. Lavanda. Lavanda. Café. Café con chocolate. Perfume. Queso. Lavanda or flores. Café. Un pescado. The nouns you can smell. So you ask children when they get up in the morning, what was the first noun that they could smell this morning? And do all nouns have a smell? Do you think all nouns have a smell? You should ask a dog. What nouns can your skin feel? These are the nouns you can feel with the skin. La tierra, el fuego, el agua, el viento. La tierra, el fuego, el agua, el viento. The nouns and children can feel. You can get children to close their eyes if they're outside, and they can feel the noun under their hands if they crouch down and they touch the grass, and they can feel that noun. Nouns you can touch, pretty much everything. Piedras, un tarro, un perro, un tronco, hielo. Nouns that you can touch. So you could classify nouns in terms of our senses. You could ask children, give them a game, which table can come up with the greatest amount of the nouns that we can smell or the nouns that we can touch, and you can have games. Use your sense and spot the noun in the following sentence. It's really easy because it's your senses. So I'm going to say a sentence and you will be seeing the noun in it. You can't help but see the noun. It's the first thing we see in our mind. So which is the noun here? It's the first thing you see. The actor is the main actor, isn't it? The dog, un perro. It's a noun and it's masculine. Perro. Perra is a noun, feminine. So that was concrete nouns, but then you could go and develop your own activity about abstract nouns. So we have the nouns of the heart, for instance. What nouns have we got in our heart? Now, if you were to ask this to children, they probably say things like blood, because they're very pragmatic children. They will say things as they see them. But then if you dig a little bit more, they will say things like, love and affection or hatred. So they can make a poster of the nouns of the heart, and they can also make a poster of the nouns of the mind. Okay, so these are abstract, and it's also important that they know that there are such things as well as nouns that have nothing to do with the senses.